Ah, you there? Yes, you dear, the one who just walked in. You're not going to find any open rooms if that's what you're looking for, and good luck trying to find someone to tell you that in the first place. You can sit right here by me if you'd like. There isn't anyone I'm saving it for anyway, and you look like you could use a seat. Damn, you really do look beat to hell and back. Been traveling for a while? And all by yourself, too. Don't you know it's dangerous to be moving around these parts? They say the forests all north of here are infested with monsters, and not even the kind that make for a heroic story either. Shadow demons and the like, I've heard. Very powerful beasties. Me? Oh, I'm able to take care of myself perfectly fine. I may not look like a rugged adventurer like you do, my dear, but I have my own talents. Speaking of, what's your name, my dear? That sounds quite nice, actually. But you know, I'm a fan of nicknames, and I think everyone deserves something fitting of first impressions. So for you, I'm thinking cutie, sweetheart, doll. I'm sorry, I'm only mostly joking. Honest, I can't help it when I see such a pretty face. And yours is exceptionally sweet on the eyes. My name? Well, my dear, I am nobody. No, really, my name is literally nobody. Why? Because why not? It's as good a name as any, and it certainly makes for a fun night when someone starts shouting that nobody owes them some coin. It is especially fun when they've emptied almost a dozen mugs of ale and don't have the sense to realize how damn funny it sounds. It's not gotten me out of any tabs, but a tiefling can hope. What's that look for? Interested in something about me? Go on, ask your question. I can tell there's one on your tongue, and I've heard my share of plenty. Circus? Oh, you thought I was part of a traveling circus. Well, I suppose I can't fault you for thinking something like that. My style of fashion is rather colorful, ornate, or even, as some people like to tell me, completely obstinate and without any sense of subtlety. It is unfortunate for those who think so. I must live such horribly drab and boring lives, after all, if a tiefling with a wonderful sense of taste in clothes and body art offends them so. But in either case, my dear, I am not at all affiliated with a traveling circus or other fantastical affair, though I wouldn't mind to be should I cross paths with one. I am something of a bard, you might say. I don't do much of that singing business. The sound of my voice might break a glass, but I am quite adept at doing plenty of other things. And people. Oh, don't look so shy, my dear. I'm only jesting, I promise. To be specific about some of the things I can do, I can recount tales of gallantry, tales of woe. I can read someone's fate through the usage of my deck of cards. Most people are very interested in that section of my abilities. There's nothing wrong in asking about it, my dear. I'm told my skills of reading fates is everything from bone-chillingly accurate to completely fraudulent, though feel free to make your own judgment on the matter. In fact, why don't I read your cards? You've been eyeing them for a while, after all, and I could see that sparkle of curiosity from a mile away. No charge at all. Consider this reading entirely on the house. A discount, perhaps, simply for being in the right place at the right time. Maybe that is even fated to be as well. First, let me shuffle these cards. Tell me a little about yourself, my dear. What brings you all the way here across such dangerous lands? A quest, perhaps? An adventure? a mystery of untold proportions. Oh, well, that's certainly more interesting than most folk that come through here. Most are just looking for mercenary work, but aren't willing to go farther than a mile out from town, just where the forest gets thickest. But you've traveled right through there. Quite an achievement in itself, my dear adventurer. Be proud of that fact, if nothing else. All right, now, since I am reading your fate, 'tis important that you have a chance to touch the cards to allow them to see you, so to speak, to glimpse upon your soul, to outline your future. Just put each of these small piles on top of one another in any order that you like so that they make up a full deck again. Yes, perfect. Now cut the deck in half again for both. Put them all back together. Wonderful. I'll take it back from you now, and here's the most important part. Focus on the cards as I draw them. Each one pulled to answer the simple questions. From what did you come? Where are you now? And where are you soon to be? Past, present, future. We will start from the past and work our way forward. Like a river, time moves downstream towards the expanse of the future that we all sail towards upon it. Behind us is our past that we move away from, the setting always in perfect detail, though we may not have been able to see it when we were sailing through it. Oh, death upright. It would appear that you have gone through some recent change in your life, my dear. A new worldview, new habit. This card doesn't mean that you've literally experienced death, but a change. And change can be scary, but it can also be good. The warming of the winter months brings forth spring, but the frost at the end of fall helps to temper the ground so that new plant life can go stronger. Whatever change you had experienced, you have endured it well, weathered it like a storm, and come out a better person for it. Now for the next card, your present. I see. The Page of Cups upright. Not one that I see all that often, but I can't say that I'm surprised. This card represents creative opportunities and possibilities available to you. You see how it looks? Well, there's a young boy standing before a vast ocean, and he holds a chalice in his hand, and within the chalice is a fish. The sea represents creativity, intuition, your emotions, and how they play a role in the greater world. By holding the chalice with the fish, the page himself represents all the opportunities within that ocean. It isn't often I pull this card for an adventurer. Typically their mind has a goal already, an end state to their wandering. But you're still searching for your adventure, your quest. There are a multitude of options out there for you, my dear, but none of them have come calling for you just yet. It makes me wonder what this final card will mean for your future. The Ace of Cups upright. On this card is a chalice, and water overflows from the chalice in several streams. The streams represent your senses, and the water itself represents your emotions, like from the previous card. In this situation, it represents new relationships and love that your emotions are searching for. You'll find yourself meeting someone soon, very soon, that you will forge a bountiful relationship with. Perhaps even a romantic one? I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just not every day that the cards are so outright with their meaning. They tend to be subtle in their readings, lacing together careful euphemisms and gentle direction. This is a bit less so. I'd argue this is one of the least subtle sets of cards that I've had the chance to read before, and certainly one of the most intriguing. You have come from a path of incredible change and have weathered it well, but you are at an impasse of a choice to make, and that choice may lead you into a relationship with someone, possibly romantic, that I would argue is fated to be. It's as if the cards themselves are trying to say something to me, but, well, I try not to let my own opinion color someone else's reading. But I have to wonder if your choice was in coming to this tavern, perhaps even sitting at this chair, choosing to speak to me when you could have easily turned around and left. Just some food for thought, my dear. I find it rather fitting, however, because I had meant to ask you a question myself before I'd even drawn the cards from the deck, and with that I am ever more interested with what your answer might be. You see, I don't have a room here. I've already heard several people before you turned away with how full they are, but I do have a spot that I'm camping at. I've actually been staying out there the last couple nights. It is a bit odd for me, since I'm often predisposed to moving about, but something kept me from wandering on. I wonder. If you don't mind, my dear, can I ask you to draw but one more card for me? The deck is shuffled, and fate itself is ready for the question to be asked. What is our relationship meant to be? Passing strangers? Newfound friends? Romantic intrigue? What does fate say I am meant to be for you? The Lovers, upright. Oh, well, I'll just let you decide what that card means to you right now. In the meantime, I'll offer you some respite at my camp area. There's a few other travelers staying there tonight, so you wouldn't be entirely alone with me if that is a worry. If you have a bedroll, then it is a vaguely comfortable place to lay your head down for the evening, and certainly safe from any bandits or dark demons of the night, unless you count good-looking tieflings. It won't cost you a single coin either, and I am full of interesting stories to regale you with. I am a bard, after all. So, my dear adventurer, given what you've heard of both the cards and myself, what do you say? Okay, so that was a little bit of an experimental one. The script said that you could do an accent and suggested Irish, but if you weren't the biggest fan of my southern Georgia type accent, and your ears would bleed if you heard my Irish accent, so just be happy that I spared you that. But yeah, I hope you liked it at least a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to experiment with more different types of voices in my audios. I can't promise anything amazing. I'm not like a professional voice actress or anything like that. But I am trying, and I'm hoping to improve as things go on. So once again, if you're subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not, consider subscribing for more. I'm going to be posting a lot more frequently if all goes well. Give a like, give a comment. My email address is in the description box if you need to contact me about certain things. Anything that you might not want to leave in a YouTube comment. I love all sorts of comments. So just let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!